Hi guys, so welcome back with my collection overview. This is the shelf with the live action thingies. I only have like a very few, very limited collection of movies. My collection for TV shows is a bit bigger, but overall my collection is quite small in comparison to other YouTubers on here. So yeah, starting with the Hobbit movies, the Lord of the Rings, still need to complete that series. And then basically just some random movies, except for the Batman trilogy. Bruce Almighty, because I love Jim Carrey. Bruce Almighty is just super funny. Contraband. And then obviously my Downton Abbey Christmas specials. Need to pick up the other two, but Downton Abbey rocks. It's awesome. It's an awesome show. Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close. And then Harry Potter, which is the other part of my childhood. I grew up with Pokemon, and then when I was a bit older, it went to Harry Potter, which is brilliant. I have to have Harry Potter in my collection. Then other random stuff. Then you see Serenity, which is basically just, the movie that belongs with Firefly. Firefly is my ultimate, most favorite TV show ever, so Serenity is a no-brainer to have in my collection. Then the two Sex and the City movies, I have that collection of the TV show. I have the complete collection in my collection as well, so had to have those two. The first one is brilliant, the second one is meh. Then going on, Titanic, Total Recall, and then the Twilight movies. Trying to avoid glare. And then Truman Show, and then obviously the Underworld quadrilogy, which is absolutely brilliant. And Van Helsing. My wish list for the live action movies is quite small. I only need like the 3 movies of Indiana Jones, the Matrix trilogy, and Star Wars Saga, and I basically almost have all of the backlog movies that I wanted to get, and then just like 4 random other movies, and I basically have then all of the movies that I want of the live action movies that that have been released, apart from new movies or movies that I haven't seen so far, so yeah. But I only pick up movies on Blu-ray, at least live action movies that I've seen already and thought, like, woohoo, I need to get that in my collection. I don't do blind buys, definitely not with live action movies. Sometimes, very, very rarely with my animation stuff, but definitely not with live action movies. And then we get to my little beautiful collection of TV shows on Blu-ray. I have this weird thing that these have to have slipcovers, so I'm desperately looking for slipcovers for Breaking Bad Season 5 Part 1 and Part 2. But apart from that, all of them have Dutch subtitles, because if I got the edition that has Dutch subtitles and just bought the slipcover separately and just put it over that. So this basically isn't the UK edition, but it has the UK slipcover. So yeah, I'm a little bit iffy about that. Then Downton Abbey, which is brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Falling Skies. As you can tell, I still have to complete a lot of these TV shows. I have only parts of them. Breaking Bad is almost the only one that I have that is complete. Downton Abbey, still need to pick up 2 more seasons of that one. Falling Skies, I'm very much behind with that one. Firefly, love it. Fringe, the complete series. Game of Thrones, I only have seen season 1. I also have season 2. I love the show, but just haven't found the time yet to watch it. Then Once Upon a Time, the 3 seasons that have been released so far, and I have all of them in lenticular slipcover. God, these are definitely my favorite slipcovers of all time. I love them. Absolutely adore them. If I can get them in there. No? Okay, never mind. Spartacus, Gods of the Arena, and Spartacus Blood and Sand. Still need to pick up the other 2 seasons. Then this one was a real adventure. The Supernatural movies. As I said, I want to get them as much as possible with Dutch subtitles. And if that's not possible, like season 3 and 4 were never released on Blu-ray in Dutch, then I just get the one with a slipcover. If I have a release that has been released in Dutch with Dutch subtitles but doesn't have a slipcover, I just import them. Like for example, season 2 slipcover from the US, but it's the UK edition, which was very difficult to find, by the way. Then The Vampire Diaries season 1 and season 2, and Walking Dead season 1 and 2. Those are all the ones that I have on Blu-ray from TV shows. And then I have a couple more on DVD. If I can just get rid of the glare. Seventh Heaven, all 7 seasons that have been released here in Belgium. All the other seasons have only been released in America without any subtitles, which is a real bummer. Then Awake, which I love. Big love, brilliant show. If you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. It has some really well-known actors in here. And it was produced by Tom Hanks. It's really well done. It's an HBO show that isn't very well known, but nevertheless really brilliant. And it had 5 seasons. I have all of them. So then next is Charmed. Childhood favorite. Was a bit afraid that I wouldn't like it anymore, you know, because I basically had seen every single episode of that one already. And some shows you can just watch once and never watch it again. You're like, okay, I've seen it, great, but you know, I don't want to rewatch it. Could be great, but just it doesn't have a lot of rewatchability. And Charmed was nothing like that. I bought these 2, loved it, absolutely loved it, and I just bought all of these from one seller, the rest brand new for a really good price. So, and then Dexter season 1, 4, and 5. I've only seen 1, 2, 3, and 4. And the quality of this show is very strange. Like, I loved season 1, absolutely hated season 2. Season 3 was extremely mediocre, and season 4 was brilliant again. Still have to watch season 5. But yeah, it's really weird how the quality of this show fluctuates. So next is, because I'm lacking room, it's stored here. This is Aspe, which is a Dutch show, a Belgian show basically, and it's weird, but it's basically one of the only Dutch shows that I like. And it's brilliant. It's a crime scene, you know, TV show, and I love it. Absolutely adore it. 10 seasons collected in 2 boxes. I usually prefer the separate boxes, as you can tell by the rest of my collection. But this one, the price difference was just way too big, and I'm running out of space, which is a very bad excuse, but, you know, I'm happy with those 2 boxes, so that's the most important one. Then ER, season 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. There are like 15? I think 15 seasons. And I'm missing a few. And it's really difficult to find these for good prices in the boxes that I want, because I'm gonna sell this one again and try to find the season 5 in this kind of packaging. But it's really difficult to find for a good price. So yeah, I am very far behind with this show, but I love it. I really don't like Grey's Anatomy or other TV series that evolve around, hospitals, because ER is the first one and definitely the best one out of the bunch. So yeah. Up next is, I'm sorry if it's getting a little bit dark and not easy to see, but this is Friday Night Lights, first season, and then Lost Girl, 3 seasons of these, brilliant show. Then One Tree Hill, the complete series, which is the first show that I ever bought to have in my collection. Yeah, I absolutely adored One Tree Hill when I was younger. And it's still, because of that nostalgic value, I still love it. Sadly, 8 and 9 8 was just downright bad, and 9 was very mediocre. So yeah, it was definitely time that they ended the show, but, it's always hard to say goodbye to your favorite show. Then, Sex and the City, the complete series, all 6 seasons. This is my comedy. I don't own comedy because I hate comedy series. But Sex and the City is my comedy series. It's not officially a comedy. It's basically a drama, but I laugh so hard with this show when I watch it. I love it. It's so funny. And, yeah. So if I wanted to be cheered up a little bit, I'll watch Sex and the City, because it's so funny. And then, The Good Wife, the first 4 seasons, which is also very special to me, because this was my very first review copy, because I write reviews for TV shows, and sometimes they send me seasons of TV shows. I can pick one and write reviews about this, and this was my very first one, so that was a lot of fun. Yeah. And The Good Wife is brilliant. I haven't seen Suits yet, but to me, right now, this is the best attorney show out there. But as I said, I haven't seen Suits yet, and people are, ecstatic about that one. So yeah, that basically is my collection. Overview. If you haven't seen part 1 yet, go and watch that one. But yeah, that is it. I hope you've enjoyed it, and thank you for watching. See ya.